You're at the Watchmen Way. March 16th, 2020. I'm having flashbacks to 5 years ago. I never thought it could get as bad as it was back then. Cognitive dissonance is setting in. I've spent 10 hours straight dealing with cognitive dissonance on social media. I was blowing it up this afternoon. I made a couple of posts. We got some inside information this morning about the quarantine and martial law. Basically, supposedly quarantine was supposed to be declared this afternoon, nationwide quarantine. And I honestly, I had 10 minutes to put my notes together. No kidding. So I haven't had a chance to check really anything. So we'll see how it plays out. But I'm 95% sure that by the first part of next week, we're going to be in full-blown martial law. There are troop movements all over. My phone's blowing up with, we've got a lot of ex-military, past government officials, workers, as part of the group, right? So they know people on the inside. DHS, National Guard, Army, Marines. Everything is going according to plan and ahead of schedule. But the people are freaking out. I couldn't believe some of the names I was being called today. I mean, it brought back old memories. It's been over a year since I've got this kind of pushback. It just goes to show you how nervous people are about this. And, they're accusing me of fear porn. It's just the flu. There's nothing to fear from martial law. These people hear martial law and they're so sideways, they think that we're going to come to get their guns, or who knows what they're thinking. It's lunacy. Oh my God. Guys, it's the flu, number one. There is nothing to fear. It's the flu. In fact, it's not as dangerous as the flu. The common flu has killed more people than this virus has this year. The worldwide death toll right now, today, 7,000 people in a planet of 7.5 billion people. This is a drop in the bucket. And I'm not making light of 7,000 people dying, but people die every day. It's part of life. If you're old and you're sick and you get the flu, there's a good chance you're going to die. It happens every year. In America, the averages run between 10,000 and 70,000 in America every year for the flu. This is a cover. This is a cover for the worldwide economic collapse and the worldwide swamp takedown. That's what's going on here, guys. It's not about a virus. It's not about the flu. Oh my God. I got my blood pressure going up. This should be a good day. We really need to stay on top of this, guys. It's all hands on deck. Because by what I'm seeing today, just the thought of martial law is blowing people up. What's going to happen when it actually goes down? We're going to see full-blown panic by these sheep. And they won't do any homework. They're asking for sources. You morons, this isn't, post a link. We're getting this directly from the sources, you jackasses. There are no links, and I'm not giving up our sources. Oh, total and utter ignorance. I want to crawl through the screen and bitch slap some of these guys. Ay, ay, ay. We will keep a calm, possibly angry demeanor. I did have to knock a couple of people upside the head, and most of them didn't take it very well. That's life. Free country. You don't like what I have to say? Scroll on. I don't care. I answer to God. No one else. You don't like what I have to say? Talk to God. God can stop me anytime he wants. And he's giving me full speed ahead. Run him over. Either get on board or get run over, because this train isn't stopping. You don't like it? Get lost. I got no time for you. I'm working with the people that want help. And trust me, I spent 10 hours on the phone talking to people that want help. Like I said, you guys, my phone is ringing off the hook. Yours, if it's not now, it's going to be really soon. Because based on what I saw today, off a couple of posts, when this really goes down, boy, it's going to be a sideshow. Grab your popcorn. And the troops are moving. I got reports from all over the country about National Guard troops being deployed. This is going down right now. We really need to get on to social media, guys, all the Watchmen. We got to be there, knocking heads if we need to. But our main goal is to get out the good information that's going to help people, information that are going to calm people down. This is not fear porn. This is knowledge. If you think knowledge is fear porn, go to the back of the class. You're in detention. You got to use your heads. You got to use your critical thinking skills. Your critical thinking skills don't mean that you cover your eyes and your ears and you ignore what's going on. It means you open your eyes and you start digging. You don't start criticizing people because you don't like what they say. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Or shut up. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. I was kind of surprised, actually, at the panic in people. Jesus, man up. Makes me embarrassed for some of these guys. It's like they're wetting their pants. They're peeing their pants because they're so freaking scared. Jesus. Ay, ay, ay. We keep plugging, guys. We keep doing what we're doing. The good news is it's a target-rich environment out there. There's a lot of people looking for answers. They're just not liking some of the answers they're getting. If you get somebody like that, move on. Don't waste your time with them. They don't deserve your time. Either they get it or they don't. But there's a lot of people out there that want the information that we have. So go to the next one. Leave them behind. We've done our job. If they heard our message and they choose to ignore it, it's on their hands. It's on their heads. If somebody in their family comes to harm, we're clear with God. They aren't. And God is not going to look kindly on the people that ignored these warnings and led their family into harm's way because of it. Not going to be us answering to God. It's going to be them. And God is not, God is fed up with the sheep. He wants us to save as many as we can. But if they don't want to listen, they're getting left behind. I've already stuck my neck out for 5 frickin' years. I had a stroke over this shit. I lost virtually everything that meant something to me to do this. You think I'm going to stop now? Get ready. Get ready for the freight train. Because I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping till this is over. If you don't like it, you better get out of the way. Okay. This is from Zero Hedge. Today, they're talking about the markets now. Today was total effing carnage. That's a Zero Hedge. That's a Zero Hedge headline. That's not me trying to hype the situation. The stock market was down 3,000 points. We've had, I don't know what it is now, 4 or 5 of the top down days in stock market history within the last week. You don't think something's wrong? You still think this is going to bounce back? I've got a bridge to sell you. In San Francisco. It's beautiful. I'll sell it cheap. Highest bidder. Oh, boy. Another. Wait a minute. Another Zero Hedge headline. Plan for cash handouts gains steam in Congress as consumption collapses. It's so bad, they're going to send us money to buy shit with because the economy has collapsed. That's how bad it is. Boeing. They repurchased, $100 billion in stocks. They're now looking for a short-term bailout. Remember we talked about all this free money and all these corporations buying up their own stock? Well, it's coming back to bite them in the ass. They shouldn't get a bailout. Let them go down. I don't give a shit how big they are. Time to go. You can't compete. You want to take advantage of the American people? Adios. Let them sink. They deserve it. I love this one. Another Zero Hedge headline. Globalist may soon become an extinct species. They are going to be extinct. This is the last year, guys. Globalism is dead, never to return. Liquidity panic reaches Staples, Kraft, Heinz to fully draw down their $4 billion revolving credit line. These companies are all broke and ready to go bail up. Ready to go down. They're done. Everybody's broke. Nobody's got any money. And credit's drying up, guys. Litecoins back up a little bit, 32.92. Like I said, Dow was down 30, 3,000. My God. I didn't get the silver price. Lisa, if you got it, will you post it for me, please? Another Zero Hedge. The VIX closes at a record high, which is a bad thing. S&P where am I at here? I lost my spot. Foreign central banks are dumping treasury bonds for the 17th straight month. That's a bad thing for us. See, it used to be, we're still kind of half the world reserve currency. People have been getting away from it, from the dollar. All these countries had to have treasuries to pay their bills with, because you had to pay your bills when you're doing trade with other countries. All those bills had to be settled in U.S. dollars or treasuries. So countries had to keep large amounts of treasuries so they could do business. They don't need to do that anymore. So that means these countries are cashing in their bonds, which makes the liquidity even worse because the money's going out of our system into theirs. Not good, especially in this environment. I think that's why they're having such trouble with the repo program, because things are moving fast and they can't keep up. Amazon hiring 100,000 workers, delivery and warehouse workers, to keep up with the panic orders from the virus. Watch, they're going to be working about 2 weeks and then they'll be done, because it's not going to be very long before everybody realizes it's just the flu. Oh, there's a good one here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, another Zero Hedge headline. Toilet paper is the people's vaccine. I was just out shopping today. I think we went to 3 stores. Not a single one of them had toilet paper. There's food. I mean, and it wasn't like they were fully stocked, but they were still food. I mean, I just don't get it. You can't eat toilet paper, guys. I mean, how much do you need? People's priorities are way off here. If you think toilet paper is the most important thing, you need to watch some more of the live chats, because you're off base. Yeah, it would be nice not to run out of toilet paper, but I'd rather run out of toilet paper than food and water. Use your heads. Let's see. Oh, the other thing about all these central banks, they're dumping treasuries. Now they're hoarding gold. These are the banks that have been telling us for 30 years that gold's a relic. It's obsolete. It's really worthless. We don't need gold anymore. Yeah, that's what they were trying to convince us of. Look at what they're doing now. They're buying up as much as they can get because they know what's coming. Another Zero Hedge. Half of America will get sick with the virus. Yeah, so what? It's the flu. Oh, 1.4 billion in sport tickets. Baseball games, football. Poof, gone with all these canceled events. Unbelievable. Oh, Kentucky Fried Chicken is suspending, another real important item here, suspending their finger licking good slogan because of the virus. You can't make this stuff up. Oh my God. Listen, I spent virtually all day talking to people about physical silver and Litecoin. Do not wait. People are having a lot of trouble buying Litecoin right now. They're backed up. I almost think they're trying to put people off because I think that they know what's coming too. They know the prices are about ready to skyrocket. So it almost seems like they're stalling a lot of these new accounts. It could be that they're just overwhelmed, because I know they are. But listen, if you guys get jammed up or they tell you it's going to be more than a day or two, you got to call them directly. Don't wait. You can't afford to sit back and wait. If they're holding up your account, call them. Be aggressive. I mean, you don't need to be aggressive with them, but be aggressive in getting answers. You can't sit back now. Every day matters. A day can mean the difference between being a millionaire and not. You could miss this thing by a day and be lost, because if you lose a day and then this thing hits, forget about getting Litecoin for weeks, maybe. It could be at 50 when you're first trying, and it could be over 500 by the time you're actually able to buy, if this thing goes sideways. And all right, so here's what you need to do. You need to look at where we're at right now, okay? In the financial markets, it's fairly calm. Most sheep haven't put it together yet that this is going to head to the financial institutions. The same thing we're seeing in the stores being emptied, the frenzy, the panic we're seeing, the same thing is going to happen to precious metals and cryptocurrencies. It's going to be a frenzy. Dealers won't sell. Coinbase will shut down when this blows up, because nobody's going to sell it when it's going up $5 a day, $10 a day, $100 a day. Get it now. Don't procrastinate. Do whatever you have to do. If you're going to have a Coinbase account, here's something that's going to save you a couple of days. You got to have a major bank. Citibank, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. If you don't have an account with one of those four banks, open an account with one of those four banks. You're going to need it to open a Coinbase account. Silver you can buy with a credit card, with a debit card. It's no problem. They'll ship it right to your home. Get your silver now, tonight. Get your Coinbase account open as soon as possible. Remember, if you open an account today, I've got some people telling me they've got a 3 or 4 day hold before they can even buy their accounts open, but they're holding it for 3 or 4 days so they can do a background. I think they're running behind on these checks. So, you get, the worst thing that could happen to you is you get an account open, and then you got to wait 3 days, and 2 days into that, everything shuts down. Think about how you're going to feel then. Don't waste a minute. Get on this now. I can't stress enough. We're talking about life-changing money. Cryptocurrencies are the future of money. They make banks obsolete. So think about this. At a time, and people don't get it now, but in a few weeks, when the banks go belly up, the people are going to see how badly they've ripped us off the last 100 years, corrupting and manipulating the system. No one will ever trust a bank again. So at the very time that this goes down, people are finding out about cryptocurrencies and that you don't need banks. You can basically, banks are obsolete. In 5 years, finding a bank's going to be like finding a phone booth today. That's coming. There's only 84 million Litecoin in the world. That's all there will ever be. They cannot produce any more. 64 million at least have already been sold. That's 20 million left or less, and there's 7.5 billion people in the world. That would be like going into Walmart and there's one roll of toilet paper. That's the equation right there. The 20 million with 7.5 billion people is like going into your local Walmart with one roll of toilet paper left. That's what it's like. So imagine the frenzy. Imagine how hard it's going to get when that happens. Don't put yourself in that position. Get it now. Do not wait. You wait, you're going to lose. And it could be millions of dollars you're talking about. It's 30, what did I just say? 32, less than $33 today. Just under $33. Some analysts believe it's going to be $3 million each by 2024, and I think that number's conservative. Think about it. $33 to make $3 million. Do you want to miss that boat? I'll guarantee you, if you do, you're going to regret it the rest of your life. It'll be probably the biggest disappointment in your life if you miss this boat. I've told the story before about my ex-father-in-law. Great guy. Colonel in the Marines in the Second World War, war hero. Went to work for the L.A. School District after World War II. One of the jobs he had was as his time in the system was as purchasing manager. He knew Ray Kroc from McDonald's, founder of McDonald's. Back then, Ray Kroc used to sell milkshake machines before he got into McDonald's. He used to try and sell my ex-father-in-law milkshake machines. They got to know each other pretty well. When Kroc was negotiating on McDonald's, he came to my ex-father-in-law, asked him to invest. For $1,500, he could have been in on the ground floor. He had the money, and he passed. I heard that story 100 times, at least. It was his biggest regret. This was a very successful guy in every way you could imagine. Ended up, he made a good living, did well financially, but he would have been a billionaire in the 70s when I first met him. It bothered him his whole life. That's exactly what's going to happen. If you heard this message and you pass on Litecoin and silver, you're going to be in the same boat. Don't be that person. Don't have that regret. Okay. Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy just brought up a good point. Early on, I realized that the women were mentally tougher than the men. They could handle this information where the men would fall apart like whining little girls, go sideways, fall right into cognitive dissonance, and the wives are carrying the load. I got to the point where when I started, I kind of dialed this in. And the great thing about Facebook is, if you continually look for a particular person, and my particular person was at the end was a woman who was a Trump supporter, conservative, Christian. That's what I targeted. And then what happens is, what Facebook will do, they'll put all conservative, Christian, patriot women. And that's how I recruited half the Watchmen. Were recruited that way. I learned early on, the women, for the most part, are much mentally tougher than the men. So, time to cowboy up, men. Time to man up. Quit whining. Take off your Pampers and get to work. Quit letting the women carry the load. It's embarrassing. You're embarrassing the rest of us. Mike, how you doing? Tessie, hello. Susie, how you doing? Lisa, wait a minute. That can't be right. Lisa, 13, that's not 1306, right? for silver. It's up 24 cents, I think, is what she's saying. Myra, how you doing? Supposedly, they took down Oprah today. We'll see. Joan, how you doing? Gold is 1509. Let's see. It's up 23 bucks. Yeah, silver's coming back, guys. Litecoin's coming back. What did I tell you was going to happen? I called this exactly. They're going to drive the prices down, precious metals and cryptocurrencies, and you're going to see the prices start to go back up right before the collapse because they know it's coming, and this is what they do every single time. Danny, how you doing? Danny's having trouble finding silver in Canada. Randy's saying there's rumor the 19th of the month silver's going to jump big. Yeah, it's coming, guys. Danielle. Thank you, Jeremy. Bill's saying it won't do any good when the water shut off. But here's the thing, guys. I don't think the water's going to get shut off. We are going to have probably intermittent power outages. But for the most part, President Trump's going to keep the power on. If the power's on, we'll have water. If he keeps the power on and he keeps food in the stores, don't have to be fully stocked, but keeps food in the stores, we're going to get through this fine. There's no reason to panic. You may not eat every day if you're not prepared, but you're not going to starve. That's the good news. Yeah, Gary's not going to run out of toilet paper. He was one of those guys that had the toilet paper stacked 10 feet tall and brought a dump truck in to bring it home. Blame Gary for the toilet paper shortage. He's trying to corner the market on toilet paper in the Northeast. He's going to make a killing, though, because he's going to end up selling it for $10 a roll. Wow. 1328. That's a big drop from yesterday. But going back up, guys, on silver. Where we go one, we go all. Julie, how you doing? Alan? Oh, hey, there's nothing wrong with having toilet paper. The problem I was seeing, though, is that's all they had. They had toilet paper and water. I must have saw 50 carts, and 90% of them were toilet paper and water. Hardly any of them had any food in it. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't make any sense to me. No, you want plenty of everything, guys, but this toilet paper thing is ridiculous. Nasara, Jasara, look them up. Programs. I haven't talked about them a lot because there were too many broken promises. They're saying now it's coming. I hope it does. We'll see. I was going to get into it today and talk a little bit about it tonight, but I had no time to do it. Yeah, listen, guys, forget about the markets coming down because this is over. You know, they may not, I've said the stock market's going below 12,000 points. I said by mid-April, it might be before the end of the month. There's nothing going to save this. I've said this before. Worldwide, they could open up every factory and start tomorrow at 100% capacity, and they can't save this economy. The damage has already been done. It's over. Don't listen to these clowns on the mainstream media telling you to buy the dip and it's going to come back next week. It's over. The stock market may never come back, and I say good riddance. I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a shift to the crypto markets. People are going to never invest in the stock market. They're going to invest where the money is, where the real value is, in the crypto markets. Oh, I'm losing my high-tech camera stand. Oh, and by the way, I have not washed my hand today. I did. Jeremy bought 4 more Litecoin. Good job, Jeremy. Jay ordered tonight. They said it would be 3 days. Okay, that's good news, Jay. Thanks for the update. Judy, what's up? Benny, what's up? Yeah, so what Jay's talking about is when you buy Litecoin, there's a hold on it, so you can't transfer that Litecoin out until it goes through the hold. It's going to show up in your account at Coinbase, but you won't be able to move it or spend it until you get past the 3 days. So as long as it's showing up in your account, you're good. Make sure you get your ledgers though. Ledger Nano S, buy it directly from Ledger. This is what you're going to store. It's your hard wallet. It's what you're going to store your Litecoin on. Once you get your ledger, you're going to program it, follow the directions exactly. When you get it programmed, you're going to go into Coinbase. You're going to go into your Litecoin and scratch that. You're going to go into your Ledger Live program. You're going to open up a Litecoin wallet. You're going to get the address for that wallet. You're going to go to Coinbase, and then you're going to transfer your Litecoin from Coinbase to that address from your ledger. Once you get your Litecoin into your ledger, you're 100% secure. As long as you don't let anybody have your codes and you don't lose your ledger, you're in great shape. You can lose your ledger as long as you have your seed code, you can still retrieve your cryptocurrencies. So it's a pretty good system. You want to make sure that your passwords and codes, your seed code, is kept separate from the device. You'll be in great shape. Gary, how you doing? Doris, hello. Federal credit unions will not work, I don't think. I haven't had a credit union that I know of from a member be accepted at Coinbase. Judy's saying that Coinbase held a purchase since the 10th for her. What is it? That's a little long. Keith is saying 2 doctors went in and bought all the gold and silver from the dealer that he buys from. That's what's going to happen, guys. It's happening now. The elites are starting to load up. Make sure you get yours. Susie's saying the banks were limiting people to $1,000 withdrawal today. They're worried about a bank run. I do. I got Litecoin. I got plenty. Carol, how you doing? Danny's saying do not wait. Gary's going to be lucky if he can get his paycheck. Teddy, how you doing? Kathleen, how you doing? Late again. Tessie, you're never going to get Litecoin at a pawn shop. The only place you want to buy Litecoin is at Coinbase, guys. You'll see some people trying to scam you on what is it? eBay or Craigslist. Don't buy any Litecoin from there. Mike is saying that he believes 95% of the Watchmen have Litecoin. I would agree with that. You can't call yourself a Watchman if you don't have Litecoin and silver. Something's wrong. I'm hoping it's 100%. David, how you doing? Doris put most of her money in gold, silver, and ammunition. I can't argue with that plan. Kathleen brought 10 more Litecoin at, oh, I think she's saying it was 31.10 a piece. She up to 350. Good job, Kathleen. Doris's husband did not believe me. What was I just saying about the men? Here we go. Doris is carrying the load, and her husband, I don't know, maybe he's in the closet right now, curled up in a fetal position. I'm telling you guys, you're an embarrassment to the rest of us men. Man up. It is a little tricky opening a Coinbase account. Don't let that deter you. You think that's difficult? Try being penniless with what's coming. Susie just had this very conversation with her 12-year-old daughter. Come on, guys. Gene, how you doing? Kevin, what's up? Hey, and I don't, really, guys, when you think about it, I think you look back at history, the women always seem to step up. And I think what we've done is we've made it easier for men to wimp out. Show your feminine side, show your soft side. There's a time and a place for that, but now's not the time or the place. Now's the time to man up. Now's the time to use that testosterone that God gave you. There's a reason for it, men. We're supposed to fight the battles. We're supposed to protect the women. We're not supposed to curl up in a ball and cry about it. You got it, Jeremy. Tessie, you have to open an account at Coinbase. That's where you get Litecoin. Danielle, I think you're mentoring Tessie. This would be a good project to work with her on. Teddy, how you doing? Keith, how you doing? Great price on silver, guys. I didn't think it'd come this far down. I don't believe we're not going to see any long-term water or power shutoffs, which is not going to happen on President Trump's watch. Jeremy's got plenty of water. He's got the Colorado River in his backyard. You're in good shape, Jeremy. Elida, how you doing? Don't, hey guys, listen, do not worry about your current position on your profit or loss with these assets. We didn't buy them as day traders. We bought them as a long-term investment. Nobody should be looking at prices really until a year down the road. I mean, the silver we may have to use in emergency situations, but I plan on rat holing all of it, silver and Litecoin. I don't want to spend any of it for 2 years. Minimum. It's only going to go up in value, guys. The longer you hold it, the more it's going to be worth. Mike's been buying silver for half his life. Mike's ahead of the game. Uh, Jeremy finally got his wife into it. She's been canning food, keeping the pantry organized. Yep. You know, what we're going to see, guys, you know, everything that's happening is for our benefit. We're going to see a return to our values, a return to our spirituality. I honestly see us going back, you know, more to what life was like in the 50s and 60s. Slower pace. We're gonna understand what's important when we get through this. Family, God, our values. This is all good. We're gonna be a stronger country. We're gonna be a better country. It's gonna be a better world when we get through this. There's no fear here. There's nothing to worry about. This is all good. If it wasn't for the jackasses, it'd be awesome. It wasn't for the sheep, you know, but remember, we were called to deal with the sheep. So that's what we're going to do. They might raise my blood pressure. It's all part of the deal. Doris, that's probably not going to work. I will talk to you either tonight or tomorrow and we'll figure something out. So Susie has someone whose paychecks have stopped and they still can't admit what's going on. That's that's straight on cognitive dissonance. I saw 100 cases of it today. It's jumping out at you. These people, they're just, it's like they've gone psycho. They're so panicked, they're just lashing out because they're scared. You know, we knew this was going to happen. We shouldn't be surprised, but I have to admit, it's way worse than I thought it was going to be. And I knew it was going to be pretty bad, but this is just the beginning. Wait until martial law is declared. They were panicked over the thought of quarantine. They were panicked and going sideways. Crazy stuff, guys. Doris, you got to pick up the slack. That's what we got to do, guys. Lisa, how you doing? Everybody should have colloidal silver as a part of their medical supplies. Mike's on right now. You can get it through Mike. It's about 25% or less of what you pay at GNC. He makes it himself. Great stuff. Get a hold of Mike. Mike Janman. Gilbert, how you doing? Autumn, hello. Libby, how you doing? Joe, what's up? Lisa, okay, so Lisa's saying that she got her credit union to work uh, for Coinbase. You know, you guys can give it a shot, but 9 out of 10 people that have a smaller bank, it won't go through. Just because they don't understand Litecoin and Coinbase got tired of messing with these people. Litecoin is going to run out fast, guys. That 20 million Litecoin is going to be gone probably the first day. Banks are dirty and have been forever. Over 100 years of the Federal Reserve, and they're going down. Well, Doris, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Doris, message me tomorrow, and I've got another option. I'll talk to you about it. Well, first of all, Gary, no one pays in cash anymore, so cash is irrelevant. It's going to be, the digits. Do they got the digits in their account? Um, it's going to. I'm telling you, what's going to happen is I think they're going to shut the whole country down. I don't think unless you're emergency personnel or something that's vital, like a garbage collector. If you're police, fire, garbage service, you're going to be working. But I think where this is headed is they're going to shut virtually everything down. Terry, how you doing? B of A's great. Wells Fargo's great. Chase is great. Citibank's great. No problems with any of those banks. It's the major banks, guys, the four majors. Here's another one. Jones saying that Oprah got arrested today. I'm not doubting it. I haven't seen that confirmed yet, but I did see at least 4 or 5 people report it. So the word's definitely out. Kathleen's husband wasn't on board at first, but now he's on board and praying for it to happen. You know, yeah, anybody who has 350 Litecoins praying for this to happen. Well, I think that's why the women are tougher because they have babies. They got to deal with that pain. Most men, unless they were in the service or rodeo cowboys, they don't know what pain is. David shared the chat to 10 sites. Thank you, David. Good job. Well, that's the other thing, guys. Like and share these live chats. We're back on the roll. I think last night's live chat, I think we have over 4,000 views on last night's live chat. We've only got 2,300 members, and we had over 4,000 views, I think, just on last night. We were real close about an hour ago. So like and share these live chats. I'm not going to share that one. Well, yeah, and guys, you're not. So say the price is $18 on silver, the spot price, the price that's listed on the exchanges. You're going to pay more than that. You're going to pay usually anywhere from 49 cents up to a couple of bucks, depending on how much you buy. If you're only buying 10 or 15 coins, you're probably going to pay a buck or two over spot price. That's how the dealer makes his money. Yeah, no one's going to sell it to you at spot price unless it's some kind of a promotion. Bullhead City. Been to the rodeo there many times. Christine's also reporting Oprah was arrested 2 hours ago. Weinstein ratted her out. Awesome. Thank you, Jeremy. People are panicked over being out of toilet paper. Just think about that. Look at everything going on around the world, and people are worried about toilet paper. And you wonder why we're in trouble? We need to get our priorities straight. And that's what's going to happen, guys. As we go through this process, people are going to realize what's really important and what isn't. And that's going to help us as a country. It's going to be great. Mike, can you please post your email or website? Susie's asking. Thank you, David. There's my niece, Danielle. How you doing, Danielle? That's right. Keep praying, guys. Terry, how you doing? Yeah, listen, all paper assets are going to zero. Pension funds, 401ks, annuities, stocks, bonds, bank accounts, all going, guys. Listen, 0% interest for 12 years killed the pension funds. They need 8% to survive. You can't do it on 0% for 12 years. They're ruined. They're bankrupt. It's all going. Anything you can get out of your pension, retirement, 401k, get it out. Don't worry about the penalties. You're never going to have to pay them. And you're going to make up, 100 times what your penalties are. Martial law. There are rumors. Well, the original timeline we got was that a quarantine was going to be declared around the end of the month, and then a few days after that, they would declare martial law. That was moved up. We got a lot of information that they were going to declare a quarantine today, this afternoon, and then later this week declare martial law. Now, as far as I know, the quarantine didn't get declared officially. We'll see how it plays out. One way or another, we're going to have martial law in the next couple of weeks. Count on it. It has to happen. Because the economy's coming down and the swamp is draining. It has nothing to do with the virus. Martial law is going to be for our safety. Yes, we are close to martial law. We're almost at 2,400 members, guys. But probably by the end of the show, we're going to be at 2,400. And that's not very far off because I have a team roping to go help with tonight. Yeah, Wells Fargo is perfect, guys. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, and Citibank. Donna, how you doing? World champion, Donna Shadid right there. No, Danielle, not you. Danielle Sweeney is my niece. The other Danielle. Rita, how you doing? Rita's another one. Rita's carrying her husband. Rita's husband just cursed her out for listening. Boy, he's going to have a lot of crow to eat in a couple of weeks. Rebecca, how you doing? Bill's back. Keith. Who are one more member short of 2,400, guys. It's a tough road, guys. When your spouse isn't on board, trust me. I'm divorcing my wife of 29 years because she opposed what I was doing. She was actually working against me. If it comes between my wife and God, God's winning. Especially when my wife is trying to get me to forsake my mission, my duty. Not going to happen. All restaurant, bars, and gyms close 8 p.m. tonight. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Do not pay off any debt. Paul, get the money out of your annuity, put it into Litecoin and silver. Your mortgage is going to be wiped out in the reset. No one should pay off any bills right now. Don't pay a bill unless you absolutely have to. All debt is going to be wiped out. Don't piss that money away. I would max out your credit cards buying Litecoin and silver. That's what you want to do. That's a smart move. Sharing is caring. Donna, how you doing? Jay, how you doing? Jay wants to know if you can do multiple orders a day. If you're talking about Litecoin, usually I can. With new members, I'm not sure. I think I can buy like 20 or 25,000 a day. Dollar amount. Trudy, how you doing? Welcome. Brittany, hello. Welcome. Susie's got it. Says in the Bible, you may have to leave your father, brother, sister, mother to follow him. It's happening. Scott, how you doing? Oh, I am stubborn. When I make up my mind, forget it. You ain't going to change it. When I'm done, I'm done. Paul, how you doing? Lind, how you doing? William, what's up? Okay, guys, that's all the questions. We're past 6 and I got to go to work. Remember, be positive when you're reaching out. It's all how you frame it. You come from a positive angle, you're going to see less cognitive dissonance. If you see cognitive dissonance, you need to slow down, back up, start again from a more positive angle. I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Remember, fear not. God and President Trump are 1,000% in control. I'll see you tomorrow night at 5 Pacific. God bless.